Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. My channel is called Sheila Sparkles, and today I am finally doing a 3-month review of my Cartier Just on CLOU. So, before, just to give you a bit of backstory. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're new to my channel, please do like and subscribe. As you know, if you're a luxury lover and you're my friend, then so please do like and subscribe, as it really helps my channel grow. So we are gonna do a review of the Justin Clue. It's a piece that I thought it wasn't on my wish list at all, that I thought I never wanted, but actually when I tried it on, I absolutely fell in love with it. So, guys, like what they say, like it's like anything, like once you actually see it in person, you fell in love with the piece, and that's what happened to me. Because if you haven't watched my wish list, I'll link it up above here, but I was actually wanting the 5 motif Alhambra, vintage Alhambra, like Van Cleef and Arpels bracelet, but I've tried it on and I was really looking forward. I was so ready to get the piece, but then when I went in store, I was just a bit overwhelmed. And during that time that I went to Van Cleef, the piece that I wanted, which was the guilloche, wasn't available. So that was like, okay, I'm just gonna have a look at the Cartier bracelets. So when I saw this piece, I just absolutely fell in love. The first one I tried was the it was the thinner version of this just on CLOU. It was, I think, the small size, and it's the one with which has like the bendable mechanism. And although it is stunning, and I chose the one, I think if you're gonna go with the small model, choose the one that's like with diamonds, because the one without diamonds just doesn't, I don't know, it's not worth it in my opinion, from the price point difference. But now with the price increase here in Australia, it's actually expensive as well. But yeah, anyways, let's go back. But when I tried on the regular size with no diamonds, I absolutely think it made sense, and it was absolutely stunning. So as you can tell, I do have a diamond bracelet, and I have this, so I don't feel the need to have, like a just on CLOU, because it's my everyday piece. So guys, I have never taken this piece off, like never. The only time I think was when I went to the gym and had to do boxing. So that was the only time that I took the piece off. And yeah, it's very comfortable, I would say. Like I sleep on it like 24/7. I am with this bracelet, guys. So I would say that this is the most, I don't know, compared to my diamond bracelet, this one is actually more comfortable because of its rounded shape. Like it just sits really well. And I would suggest, this is just my opinion, but from my experience with Cartier, is that for me, I prefer my bangle to move. So I actually got a size bigger. Like the SA was saying, get a size 15, but I actually got a size 16, because I believe that I like it when it's actually moving. And if you're a person that your arms like swell up, or what if you gain weight, what if you become pregnant, like, so things like that you have to take into consideration, that your wrists might end up bigger, but hopefully not. But I just, again, I love that it moves, if that makes sense. It's even more comfortable because it moves around. Yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Now, I would say that the wear and tear, in terms of wear and tear, let me get a closer look, guys. But it's very easy to take off. So you click it, and then you just pinch it together and then pull it apart. And it's actually very easy to take on and off, because again, of its bigger size, I would say, you've got more room here to pinch it all by yourself. So the wear and tear is, I mean, there's a few scratches, and I'll give you like a closer look of my bracelet, but nothing drastic at all, I would say. The bracelet is still in great condition. And yeah, I don't, yeah, in terms of wear and tear, I don't really see any wear and tear, to be honest with you. There's a few like hairline scratches, but other than that, like it's perfect, you know. Like I'm the one who made those scratches, so I'm absolutely fine with it. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is wear and tear. I'm the type of person that loves to use their stuff. Like I just don't use my jewelry for like, you know, like to keep them in like nice boxes. Like I actually use the pieces, and that's why I bought this piece, because I was gonna use it. So yeah, I've never taken it off, and I wear it 24/7. And the wear and tear, if there's any, is, yeah, it's very like minimal. Like I would say, yeah, like out of 10, like 10 being like the worst wear and tear, this would be like 9.5, I would say, or 9.8. I would even say that. But yeah, it is, I don't think you have to worry about wear and tear with the Just and CLOU, unlike the, you know, the Love bracelet, because that's a flat surface, whereas this one is more like a tube. It's more like circular, so it doesn't have any. I've banged it on like tables, and like, you know, I don't I don't baby it at all. I'm not careful with it. I just use it, you know, hand lotion, hand cream, whatever. Like I never baby it. And I do prefer it like that, with this nail bit on my with my other bracelet. But because this is quite a bigger, it's bigger than this one, sometimes I do interchange, and the nail head comes in contact with the diamonds here. But I mean, there's no scratch or anything, guys, and I don't care. Like I don't change it. When I first got it, I used to change it to back to this format, shall we say. But now I just don't care. Like I just use it, and I love it to bits. And it's one of the pieces that I absolutely have 100% no, there's like no regrets at all. And this is the Justin Clue. Now, obviously, each bracelet, so the pros is that it's very edgy. I would still say it's not really a unique, because I've seen someone wear it, like maybe one person on the street. So it is still a bit unique, in my opinion, compared to the Love bracelet that I've seen so many times. So it is an edgy piece, and the heart wants what it wants, and I want this bracelet. I think it is stunning, especially the regular. So if you're ever thinking of getting it, guys, like really try the regular size. But then again, I'm a chunky gal. I love like big chunky earrings, statement pieces like that. I absolutely love. So I am in love with this bracelet still, and that's after 3 months, and I will have this for the rest of my life, I would say. And what else? So that's the pro. I think it is worth it, because the cost per wear, and it's very comfortable. I don't know why some people say it's not comfortable. I don't know how they use their bracelet, but honestly, I'm very comfortable with it. It's not too heavy, but it's not too light as well. So I don't know how to describe it, guys, but like it's very, yeah, it's very beautiful. That's it. But beauty is on the eye of the beholder, and I'm absolutely in love with this piece still. So yeah, that's why I decided to do this video. And okay, so there's always negatives to every positives. So aside from the fact that I love it, and I think the cost per wear is like minimal by this time now, and also, I mean, not minimal, but we love to like we like to say this about our purchases. But yeah, but I would say like the wear and tear is nothing. And the negatives or the cons of this is that it gets hooked into like knitwear, I would say. Like one time I was wearing my cardigan, and then it just hooked onto that. But I mean, it's not, I mean, you just have to be careful when you wear when you dress, I mean, you put the cardigan on, but it's not like, it's a big deal. I would say it's not really a big deal for me. Like it's not a deal breaker at all, because I wear like heels of cardigan, and once they're out of that side where your arm is, like you just have to be careful and mindful. But otherwise, it's not a big deal at all. Okay, so for those who said like, oh, it's so annoying, it gets hooks into everything. Well, yeah, I mean it does, but it's like there's like 4 seasons in a year where I live. Like I'm not gonna be wearing a cardigan every single day. So there you go. So I would say it's not a turn off for me, like it hooking. I don't think it will hook. It doesn't hook all the time though. Like sometimes, like 1 out of 10 in a scale. So it's not really a big deal. And yeah, that would be the negative. What else would be the negative? I honestly have, aside from that, there is literally no negative to this bracelet. I would just, if you love the design, I think the design it's still very unique for me. And I think like the way it closes is very secure as well, because this has never fallen off. Like this mechanism has never failed me at all. It has been just amazing. So I would say compared to the love bracelet, because I know there's a lot of issue with the screws and tight, the screws loosening and just falling off the ground, which is really, really dangerous. And I think, that's not good enough for the price tag. But the Just in CLOU has never failed me, has never fallen off my hands or my wrists, and it's just amazing. I would say it's just, yeah, I'm actually really wanting, if given another chance, I would like this in white gold. I think it would be awesome in white gold with like the diamonds. But then with the gold and the diamonds, it was just too striking. And I want something like as an everyday piece. This is an everyday piece for me, and I think it can be dressed up or down, it doesn't matter. So I love it so much. And yeah, I've gotten heaps of compliments of the bracelet. And yeah, it's very recognizable though for people who love luxury. You see, I can easily remove it myself, so that's quite lovely. And yeah, and then just hear the click. Yeah. Now, would I recommend the Just in CLOU? And the answer is absolutely. I love this piece to bits. It's just a stunner. And yeah, if you're ever contemplating on getting it, then guys, I absolutely would highly, highly recommend this piece. I love it to bits. It's so comfortable to wear. It is just stunning. And it's just a very beautiful arm candy. It's a statement piece by itself, but it also is easily stackable. And that's what I love about the Just in CLOU. It's stunning. Everyday piece for me. So that is my review of the Just in CLOU from Cartier. And if you're ever thinking of getting this piece, I would say just do it. If you I absolutely love the design, and I know it's not in my wish list for 2023, but it is the best thing ever that I have bought this year, because I think like fine jewelry, although I love me some statement pieces, fine jewelry is just much more hassle free, because you don't have to think about like washing your hands, and soap getting in there is fine because it's 18 karat gold. But yellow gold is what I have. But like if it was a fashion jewelry, then you really have to be careful and be delicate about it. But this piece is just absolutely stunning. I love it. I love it to pieces. And yeah, if you have any questions, or if you're ever contemplating on getting a piece, just comment down below and I will try to answer your questions regarding the bracelet. But guys, I love these videos because when I first, I do my research, my due diligence whenever I purchase an item. I always do my research. So people on YouTube like doing these videos has really helped me. So I hope it has helped someone. But yeah, that's about it for today, guys. And I hope everyone is doing well. And I'll see you in my next video.